Hey, hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to another movie review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing another Marvel superhero movie that I watched 2 days ago, and that is actually a Black Panther. And as usual, I'm just gonna quickly tell you my opinions and thoughts about this movie, and I'm gonna go quickly through the story of this movie. So one big spoiler alert in case you didn't watch this movie and you don't want to get spoiled. So yeah, let's get started. Black Panther takes place after Captain America Civil War. It takes place in Wakanda, Africa, and Wakanda is actually a hidden land in a land of Africa. You have to have a special equipment to actually enter it. And we follow a character that lost his father in Captain America Civil War, T'Challa. His father was killed in the explosion, and that's where actually story in Black Panther continues. So it takes place after that event in Captain America Civil War, after T'Challa's father was killed, and T'Challa returns back to Wakanda, and he's about to be crowned for king of Wakanda and to be protector of his people and his lands. And that's actually when he kinda officially becomes a Black Panther, and the people accept him as his king. And then quickly after that we meet first villain in this movie, and his name is Claw. And first of all, you think that he might be a main villain in Black Panther, while that's actually not true. What Claw did is actually stole a vibranium from people of Wakanda, and vibranium is actually something that powers up whole Wakanda, and it's like a fuel for whole Wakanda. Vibranium is a material, special material that's totally bulletproof. It has super big possibilities, like advanced technology and stuff, and that's what Wakanda people's weapons are built from. Their suits, their ships, their whatever they have, it's been built from vibranium, and it's special material that came with a meteor when it fell on Earth. And what Claw did is actually he stole that vibranium, and that's actually where Black Panther goes after him. And after he takes him down, another villain appears, and he is actually the main villain in Black Panther, and that's Eric Killmonger. And I love how they made this villain. He has different goals than Black Panther. He actually comes to Wakanda and throws off Black Panther from his throne, and takes the seat and throne over Wakanda. And that's actually where people of Wakanda realize that that's wrong, and he's not the right king for Wakanda, and he's going to ruin the whole Wakanda. So Black Panther now has a new mission, and that is to take back throne and save Wakanda and his people from doom of Eric. But Eric in the same time is a really interesting character, a really interesting villain. He has different goals. He's been raised in America, while Black Panther or T'Challa was actually raised in Wakanda, and they have different perspectives of what they want to do with Wakanda's technology and all that vibranium. Eric's idea is that he needs to take that to Earth and let people know about Wakanda, because Wakanda is an isolated place and no one knows about it. It's a special place where people live isolated from the rest of the world, and nobody knows where Wakanda is or how to get over there, that no one even knows that it exists. But Eric wants to let the rest of the world and all the people where Wakanda is, what kind of technology they're hiding over there, and he thinks that he can use that same technology and all that stuff to help other nations and other people. But he has a different perspective how he wants to do that. He wants to do it through the violence and war, and that's actually because he was raised in violence and war, and I love how movie explained that. So I think he's a great villain, while in the same time Black Panther is trying to stop him, and Black Panther realizes that his ancestors and previous leaders made the same mistake, and that's what actually he's trying to repair in this movie. And that's what I also loved, how story goes. His father made a mistake. Ancestors of his father also made a mistake. They never let anyone else know where Wakanda is, and they actually know that the rest of the world is suffering, while they are hiding that super technology that can help all other people. And Black Panther wants to also help people, but he also has a different perspective than Eric. He doesn't want violence, he doesn't want war, he wants to do it peacefully, so can everyone can have access to that technology equally and in peace. But Eric wants war, and that's the difference between them. He's more of a violent, rough guy who see only way of doing that through the violence, while Black Panther is not like that. And that's actually what's interesting, that villain and that superhero's minds are kind of same, but they have different ways of doing stuff. And that's what I really liked, and I liked how Black Panther is actually struggling to repair all the mistakes his ancestors did, and all that kind of stuff. So story of the movie is pretty interesting in my opinion. That's pretty much the whole story of the movie. So we have a good guy fighting a bad guy, but in the same time they have same goals but different ways to reach them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's nothing really that complicated to get about the story. It's pretty simple story, and it's pretty cool in the same time, and it's very well shown and explained in the movie. And that's what I really loved about Black Panther. Also, what I loved is that the movie is called Black Panther, and it really is just all about Black Panther. There is no other Marvel characters or any other connection to them. It's really a movie just about Black Panther and his story. And that's what I really loved, because in movies like Captain America Civil War you can see much others characters than Captain America. In a moment when I watched Captain America Civil War, for a moment I had a feeling that I was watching some sort of Avengers movie or something, and it just kind of loses the point. It's not a Captain America Civil War anymore. It's like Captain America meets Iron Man meets Ant-Man meets Black Widow meets, you know, all the characters. They're all mixed up in the same movie, and then I personally don't like that, because I kind of lose the point of what I'm watching. For a moment I really get confused, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is not how you do it. And Black Panther didn't do that. It's just Black Panther and his story, period. There is no other Marvel characters in this movie, like, at all. It's just Black Panther and his story, and that's what I really loved. It's unique. It has its own story. It's not a copy of other Marvel movies. It's just the story of a Black Panther, and it was great in my opinion. Like, it wasn't any special movie. I didn't expect anything special from this movie, and you shouldn't, because it's, again, a superhero Marvel movie. You should never expect anything special from these movies, because that's where people actually get disappointed most of the time. But it was a good movie. It wasn't special anything. It wasn't special or anything, but it was good. It wasn't bad. It was fun to watch. There's a lot of action and things going boom and all that kind of stuff. All these interesting moments, action moments, they kept me interesting. They kept the movie going, and it didn't feel in any moment like there is nothing to watch, like nothing interesting going on. There is always something interesting going on, a backstory or some action scenes or something. It's always just going on, and I think it was a good movie. It wasn't bad, but in the same time I don't think it was anything too special. So it was a cool movie. I recommend you to watch it if you're a Marvel fan. If you love Marvel movies, superhero movies, definitely check out a Black Panther. I mean, if you are a big fan, then I don't even have to tell you that, because you probably already watched it yourself or something. But yeah, if you are into those kind of movies, science fiction and stuff that meets action and superhero Marvel universe, Black Panther is a great movie for you, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. Just like I said, don't expect too much from it because it's not gonna give you too much, but it's gonna give you what one superhero movie should give you, and one story of a Black Panther should give you. It's gonna give you that, and I'm pretty happy with what the movie showed me and how it go on and everything, and it was a good movie. So yeah, these were just some of my thoughts and opinions on Black Panther. If you like this video, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you have any questions, you can ask them on my as.fm. Link is also down below in the description, together with my Chris Facebook group that you can join and follow me over there if you want. Also, you don't have to if you don't want to. Thank you for everything so far, for all the support you've been giving me and everything. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next videos. Chris out.